Why is it not? Oh, there we go.
There we go. Sorry, we are
Yeah.
having technical difficulties.
OD, bro. Jeez. Welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2 with X and Lou. I am X, that is Lou. And yeah, this is season Trey.
I think I just
Um
started looking better. I guess it comes with the
man,
name.
stupid. Man, stupid. Yeah, man. Let's get straight into it, man. Straight into it, man. These playoffs is feisty, bro.
Yeah. So far, so
Feisty.
good.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
You know what's coming back to bite Connecticut in the butt?
What?
No
Talk to me.
offense. They have
I
really good defense,
mean,
bro. I think they have one of the better defensive teams in W.
yeah,
They just got no
I
offense.
give him that. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, we got to keep it a stack. The Connecticut Sun, they look like a team that if they had the NBA version of Steph Curry for real, that team would be the Warriors. Because you already got Alyssa Thompson, who's the Draymond Green out there.
Facts.
Triple double watch. If it's a bad night, she got a triple single, whatever. Uh, with that little ugly ass one hand shot, but it goes in. She makes the mid range. She hit it for a game winner the first game. The next game, we could see the offense, like you said, is lackluster. But you got Dewan Abano, who's fantastic on defense, both sides of the
OD.
floor, hitting threes,
OD.
going crazy.
Going
And it's
crazy.
just like it's
She
like
was the
you
only one.
said, they just need a sustainable option for the offense.
Nah, facts. Because the defense definitely kept them in the game.
Yeah,
If they had more
but
offensive power, all you need is just one person spark off that
yeah.
offense. They could
hmm
have definitely won this game. It's a 5-game series, right?
5 game at this point. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
both kind of had it wrong last time. You know what I mean? You ain't know how it went. I said the way that the WNBA stuff went. I
it's
forgot
five,
they
five,
switched
seven.
over to
No,
8. No, it's 3-5.
no. I'm talking
The
about. I'm talking about how
first
many
round
games
is
they played.
3.
They series. So the
Yeah, the first round is
first is
3.
3. So it's 3-5-5.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I believe
Okay.
we was wrong last time. OD wrong.
How you
I
feel
thought they
about the
still was.
Aces being down?
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad because Asia Wilson. That's my boo. Day A1 since day one. Um,
But but
but we seen throughout the whole year, and we know when it comes to championship teams, you got to play throughout the year and be dominant. They came in this year playing basketball like, okay, cool, you know what I mean? But they wasn't dominant. Asia was dominant, but the rest
yeah,
of the
Asia
team
was
wasn't
dominant.
dominant. And it's like
You,
when we got certain teams that every once in a while where you could flip that switch in the playoffs and go ahead and go crazy.
yeah,
But
they haven't
it's
done it.
been proven and it's shown that like the team who usually dominates at the beginning of the season to the end of the season is usually a team that normally wins.
And that's the Liberty.
And that's exactly who they're going against. So it's a
You know,
real tough battle.
you know what this game also showed me throughout the season. It's like the opposite with the Connecticut Suns. Aces have a whole bunch of offensive firepower. They are
hmm
lackluster on the defensive end. Asia's like
Yeah. The
just
only
it's
piece
just
that's
and she can't guard everybody.
bring it up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when you look at it from that perspective, I think that's what's really gonna just what I said about the Suns, where their offensive deficiencies are coming back to hurt them. Ace's defensive deficiencies is coming back to hurt them. So it's a tale of two coins. You have to be able to play both sides. I think that's what the Liberty does well. They they play tough defense, and they have a unique defense where it's kind of like they're almost positionless. They could switch. They could go. They could hedge. It's really hard to get things moving against their defense. But on the flip side of that, they have tons of offensive firepower.
Yeah.
So I think Liberty is the team to beat. I think that last year them losing to they still got the bad taste in their mouth losing to the Aces in the finals last year. So to get to play them this year before the finals and everything, this is like it's almost bittersweet. So I think Liberty's taking it all the way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can concur with that. I honestly feel it's just the way that they handled business. They sustained the run from the
Mm-hmm.
Aces in the fourth quarter
Yep.
and everything, and it's just like you said, and just like we've seen at any basketball sports thing, you gotta beat up that big brother. You gotta get over that hump with them.
You have to.
And this is what they're showing right here. Like you said, last year they played them, lost to them. Aces was dominant. Period.
Yeah.
And now this season, New York, it's their time to finally just move
It's their
forward,
time.
beat them, and now it's just like who they gotta see who they're gonna take on between the Sun of the Lynx.
And it just feels good because New York has been getting so many L's. So if we could get this dub, if we could get this championship, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You know,
who knows? This is gonna spin off the energy for the NBA
for the
season. You know what I
Knicks,
mean?
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
speaking of that, we could go straight into it. We could go
we
straight
can go
into it. You
straight
know?
into it. That just
We
seems
could
like the
go
perfect
straight into it.
segue. You
Yeah, I
know?
mean, yeah, man, we could go straight into it. So, being the resident Knicks fan, I'm
Hmm.
going to. Well, first I'm gonna break it down. Then I'll give my take first. It'll be short and sweet because it's a little bittersweet for me. But for those, yes, baby. Good night, baby. I love you. For those that don't know, the uh the Knicks traded Cat. Oh no, the Knicks traded for Cat, trading Randall Porzingis. It was a 2-team, 3-team trade. Hold on, I mean, because I just pulled it up. I just had it up. Where is it? 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 Jeez. Up. Yeah, here we go. All right. So the Knicks trade Daquan Jeffries, Charlie Brown Jr., and Dwayne Washington Jr. to uh to Charlotte along with some picks, and they trade Randall and Dante DiVincenzo to Minnesota in order to acquire Cat. Now, for me personally, being a Knicks fan, this is twofold for me. I think the Knicks saw Boston and everything that Boston was able to do last year with getting KP, and they think that this trade is going to invigorate the same energy and defensive offensive firepower that KP was able to bring. Because remember, KP went over there. He's not the number one option. He's not the number two option. Shoot, at times he's not even the number three option. He's the number 4 or 5 option. His job is to make sure like I I pass you the ball. I need you to knock the shot down on the defensive end. I need you to be able to not only switch occasionally, but protect that rim. That was his job. KP is fantastic at that. Cat, on the other hand, is also fantastic at that. He's not as prolific as a shot blocker as KP, but he's a better 3-point shooter. Arguably, they're about the same at rebounding. You would question Cat's toughness, but KP has shown to not be able to play a full season. So I don't want to say he's soft, but he's brittle. He's fragile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Cat, on the other hand, Cat has been relatively healthy. He's
Yeah, he
just
just finished the whole
he
82 game season. I
right.
swear he
He's
just played the whole.
he's just soft. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Yeah,
just he's a
charming.
little patty cake.
Yeah.
I think what bothers me from this trade was giving away Dante DiVincenzo. And I understand why. And I'm gonna tell you why. And my thought process on why Dante was included into this is because they just drafted Tyler Kolek. And they think that Tyler Kolek is going to give them the production that ultimately they would lose from Dante, with Dante coming off the bench. I think you're putting your too much chips onto a rookie. You're gonna put he may be ready for it. I don't know. Maybe ready for it. But I don't know if I completely love this trade. Randall is a 20 and 10 guy. Tough. Willing to take a back seat. He said that he was willing to take a back seat. Whether it's true or not, we don't know because season hasn't started.
Mhm.
I think that if the Knicks wanted to pull the trigger on this trade, why couldn't we do this in like November, December? See what you have out of Randall now. Randall's healthy, he's coming back. You don't I get the trade because of Mitch, but there's other centers out there that we could have traded for. The, this center's still on the free market that we could have went and got. I wanted to see what Randall does. Small ball, whole bunch of bullies. Randall at the 5, nothing but spacing because Randall can hit the 3. Nah, bro, I
Mhm.
don't know. I much rather them had hold off on this trade, see what you have by December. Once December comes, all right, let's talk now.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
The trade, as you're the resident Knicks fan, you've been still holding on. I'm the former Knicks fan, still love for the Knicks. My heart beats, Knicks. But at the end of the day, they pissed me
You
off
wearing
to the third
orange.
degree.
You wearing
Yeah,
orange.
but I ain't gonna show the rest of the sweater, man. The rest of the sweater is representing, where you
The,
live
the
for the
Warriors. The
titties.
Warriors.
You
Oh
know,
yeah,
nah,
yeah, yeah,
you already
yeah.
know.
It's
Uh, but
it.
yeah, this trade, it's crazy. I think like what I'm looking at it, thinking about it, it's like, all right, cool, doing that at the beginning of the year, get some of the kinks out, understanding how we're gonna play with each other, how we're gonna move with each other. That's one thing. Because at the end of the day, we all knew what it was gonna be with Randall.
Yeah,
As
we
far
knew that.
as not as far as the play style, but as the
As
far
far
as
as the
like we were
attitude, the
saying.
mindset. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, not even that. I'm just talking about as for the GM point of view of it. We was gonna play with him and to see how he was and to see if we had to trade him.
Right, right.
So so instead of doing that, they seen the fact that Cat was out an option.
He was
It was
available.
like, yo, let's get some of
Pull the
this
trigger now.
chemistry out the way so we don't have to get it in the middle of the season and try to figure out while we rolling into the playoffs. We
That
can know
makes
what it is
sense.
from the beginning of the season to the
Hmm.
end of the season, and we know Cat Cat doesn't have to mesh with anyone on this team. He just literally has to play his game. With
Yeah.
Randall, you have to mesh him in there with uh Brunson. You have you have two other people who could create their own shot, not at a high level, but you got Bridges who showed he could do it in Brooklyn, goes for 40,
Yep.
50 points certain nights. You have
OG
OG
showed that
who,
he could do it in
yeah,
Toronto.
that he could do it. So it's like we don't need another one who could be a mismatch expert. Because guess what? We got Cat now. Cat could be, like you said, on Porzingis. What you didn't add with Porzingis is he's a mismatch expert. Where it's like if you get a smaller person on him, go to the post. You could do the same thing with Cat. Cat is efficient. I ain't gonna lie. To me, no, he's soft. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen him do it. Sometimes it's just like, yo, he don't, you know what I mean? But you come to New York now, you better to get some of that motherfucking New York in you
But, well,
and
the
turn a
difference
little
is
dog. And the
also
fact that you got traded after 9 years, get some dog in you.
the difference also is that the pick and roll will be a lot more efficient because who do you trust more in a pick and pop situation, Randall or
Mhm.
Cat? Cat has a career higher 3 point percentage than Randall, so going off of analytics, you would have to trust Cat more than you would trust Randall. Plus, I don't trust Randall to not pass the ball. Like there's gonna be lapses to just be
You talk
like
about,
chip,
yeah,
chip, 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 chip,
he turns
chip.
into Black Hole Randall sometimes. And don't get me
Yes.
wrong, Cat has that, but he doesn't have it to the extent that Randall has it. Randall has it to the point where it pisses you off.
Mhm.
Cat has it to the point where it's like, yo, Cat, you should have took that. And
Right,
then there's certain
right.
times
It's
you be
two
like,
total
damn, Cat,
different. Yeah, it's two
yeah,
totally different. I'd much rather be mad at you for not taking a shot, for passing up the
Mhm.
shot, than for you taking a dumb shot
Yeah, and don't get me
and
wrong,
and not passing.
Cat has his exact same random moments where he goes ahead, puts his head down, and tries to get a basket,
Yeah.
and it just fails, flops. I mean, what we've seen it in the playoffs. I
We've
ain't
seen
gonna
it in the
lie,
playoffs. Yeah.
he had like in that whole series, he had like 7 charges, bro. And
Yeah.
it's just like, yo, what are you doing? Like, let's play within the game. So it's just like I could see it from that aspect of the Knicks, and then also we never talked about the aspect of the other team, Minnesota. Look,
I,
they just wanted. I ain't gonna lie. We all talk about Randall and Cat, but they wanted DiVincenzo.
they
They
wanted
wanted to get rid of
DiVincenzo.
Cats. They wanted to get rid of Cats
His
uh
contract.
contract.
Yeah.
So it
They wanted
fit, and
Dante.
then they wanted Dante, and then also he fits into the contract too, because you know the way the new CBA is, you got to make it
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody else really probably would have made it match. I ain't
And
sit here
I'm
and
not
look at
mad
all
at
the
that because
contracts.
with them you get a true four to pair with Gobert, and then you have somebody that's gonna come off the bench and give you solid minutes, solid production, solid points. Because I think that's one aspect that they was lacking coming into the
Yeah.
season. They didn't have anybody that could come off the bench and give you an efficient 16 to 20 points. Dante can do
Hmm.
that. And Dante can finish games for you too. You could leave Dante out there. I know we don't want um we don't want Edwards to play the entire game at the point. But if
Hmm.
we're talking about 6 minutes in the fourth quarter, I don't mind if the ball's in Edwards' hands. I think Edwards is going to
Yeah.
make the right plays. I don't want it, you know, 48 minutes,
Yeah.
but
Well,
6 minutes
also
in the fourth quarter, cool.
also what it does, why like this trade is still like it works out for both teams in a way, because you got to think about it. Randall's a person who could go ahead and you can give him the ball and allow him to create his own offense. You would
Yes.
trust him more than you do Cat. So it's like it fits to what they actually needed in themselves. Because it's just
Yeah.
like you're gonna have Randall at the 4, Nas Reed at the 5 on those bench units. So now the
Mm-hmm.
spacing is open
Yeah.
for Randall to do his whatever he got to do in isolation. He doesn't have to
Yeah.
be with Gobert all the time, and then
I
it
agree.
allows for you to give Ant some rest
Yeah.
while you let him actually be more of a primary initiator.
My question is why Charlotte jump in the mix? Because it seems like they just collecting contracts to do. Are they collecting Because I
I don't
know in the
even
NBA
I don't
by
even
the
know what
CBA,
Charlotte did.
you have to be at a certain threshold.
Yeah,
So you have to come into the season with a certain
with a
your
certain
cap
amount of
can't
people on
yeah
your
you can't be
roster.
right.
Yeah,
So you can't
and
be
then
underneath the
Cap.
cap. Right. So I think that's one reason why Charlotte did it. But Knicks kind of got away with it. They had a loophole in the CBA where because of the second apron,
Mhm.
getting Cat would have put them over the second apron. But they found a loophole by signing all three of those players they traded to Charlotte 1 million over the minimum that they're allowed to sign them for,
Just to make it
and then
work.
trading them to make the contract work. Yeah. So they're still
Mm,
underneath the apron, and they just signed T.J. Warren, the Knicks.
okay.
So I mean,
You
we'll
know,
see
that's
what
the
happens.
bubble superstar.
Yeah, the Buffalo superstar. But I mean, I like I said, man, losing Dante, in my opinion, is it's just as big, and I've been saying it as losing Hartenstein. I
Mhm.
think losing
Yeah,
Hartenstein was huge for them, especially with Mitchell. You don't know Mitchell's health, and Mitchell has been injury prone.
exactly.
Like every single year, he hasn't been able to play. Hartenstein finished the season, but he finished the season hurt. He played for them
Hmm.
hurt in the playoffs. He showed you his toughness. He showed you what he can do, and the fact that we didn't sign him because of the contract, but we just took on Cat's contract, who has a higher contract than
But
what Hart wanted.
that's the thing. Cat's contract don't his big contract don't start until next season, I believe. So
Yeah,
it's like all right, you could take the hit on this one and you could wait for next season for it to really hit. So, but it's just like you said. I don't know. I would have just rather had just got Hartenstein
Yeah, and then you still have your
call it a
core,
day.
and you find out what you have with Randall.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see that it doesn't work with Randall, at that point in time, you could have traded him and seen what you could have got out there because
Yeah.
there's other power forwards that's out there, or even quality role players that could
Yep.
fit what the Knicks want to do. Yeah, we said it last season. The Knicks play a lot like Miami, where Miami wants to wear you down and play half court basketball. The Knicks are kind of that team, except they're just better scorers in a half court. Whereas Miami relies on their defense, the Knicks rely on their offense. They're just really scrappy on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I still have the Knicks number two. As much as my prediction was the Knicks still going to the finals, but the, this doesn't change my rankings. It just I have to see
It,
how it looks.
yeah. So it kind. I see what you're saying. It kind of lower. Does it lower your number two? Yeah. What is it? You had them number. You had them
I had
number
them number two
one.
in the East, but I had them
Number
still going to the
two.
finals.
All right.
Right.
So does this make it like a two B? Like I dropped you down a notch. You was a regular two, but you a two B now because I got to see what's going on. Because
Um,
it depends. That tells me how much you like it. Is it still the same two, or is it a lower two?
I, that's a tough question because when we talked about the KP trade last year, when we talked about Boston, acquiring KP, we said that was huge for them. And
Mm-hmm.
in our opinions, that catapulted them to number one in the East. Took them over Milwaukee. It took them over the Dame trade. It took them over Philly and whatever they was doing.
Yeah.
Um, it solidified them. I still think that Boston is the team to beat. They're the reigning
Yeah. Of
champions. They're the
course.
team to beat. If I was to put a grade on the trade, it would probably be like a B minus, only because of what you're the production that you're losing outside of Randall, just with Dante alone. So yeah, I think I would put this as a 2B, like to be decided.
Like it just dropped. It just dropped them just a little,
just
like
just
in
a
your eyes.
just a
But it's not
tad,
like
yeah,
it. It's not like a crazy. It's like a lateral move in a sense, but it's just like just that little
right.
bit of production from that DiVincenzo. Like
I
it's not crazy where it drops him to three or it makes him like,
Yeah,
damn, I'm
you know
questioning
where
for
you have like
real.
the door
But it's
wide
still a
open,
two.
like I kind of closed it a little bit just to
Yeah.
just you know what I'm saying? I'm peeking, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
got to see how they look. I think that if if this trade ends up to be like the KP what KP was able to do for Boston and open up a little bit more, better spacing, more three-point shooting, then yes, I think that this they ultimately can be the team to beat because I think in my opinion, I think that the Knicks do have just a tad bit more over Boston as far as offensive firepower. I think Boston is better defensively, but offensively, I would have to choose the Knicks because they don't have a scoring point guard or a point guard that sees the floor the way that Brunson does. And when they need somebody to take over, it's it's hard to choose or get the
Yeah.
production that you need for takeovers. We talked about Jason Tatum all year last year. When is he gonna solidify himself? When is he gonna take over?
Mm-hmm.
Who took over in the playoffs? Jalen Brown. Who
Jalen
got
Brown.
MVP? Jalen Brown. Is Jalen Brown gonna be able to do that again coming into the season? I don't know. Is Tatum gonna be able to finally step into that superstar role that he wants to be? Still don't know. So there's still question marks on Boston. I think that all the question marks that was surrounding Brunson was answered.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Tough.
It's still just like we've been saying with the East. It's still a Boston East. The Knicks isn't too far behind, but they gotta show us to show that they're truly not too far behind throughout the
Yeah.
season.
And
Um,
also I think New York currently has a better bench than Boston as well. I think campaign was
yeah.
was a bigger pickup than anybody thinks is going to be. Campaign was brought in because they needed a point guard in case Brunson goes down, that could come in and immediately start and not give you the same, obviously the same production that
Mhm.
Brunson's gonna give you, but be able to maintain that balance.
Yeah, but it's still that mental health, bro. That's still the
But
that's still the Achilles
I
heel
no,
is
I
your
get you.
depth at
I
the
get
center
you.
spot, and that's the thing that still worries
I get you
what's going
because
on with the
behind Cat,
Knicks.
you're right. What's behind Cat? You have Precious Achua, um, uh, Toppin's brother. I don't know his first name,
Yeah, he ain't playing.
and Jericho Sims. That's who you have.
Dunk
That's who
contest
you have.
Sims? Oh
Yeah, that
Lord.
that's who you have behind Cat. So, in order to get to
We
where they
had
want to
high
get,
hopes for Sims.
they're gonna need a healthy Mitchell. Mitchell's not starting no more. He's gonna have to come off the bench and give him quality Andre Drummond minutes. That's what he's gonna have to do.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But before we go to the next topic, keep it on the trade. I just you're the resident Warriors fan.
Hmm.
Ben Simmons. We never talked about it. How you feel
Oh
about
Lord.
that?
What do you
I think it's good.
mean?
I think it's good. Draymond gonna teach him how to be Draymond, bro.
No,
Ben
no, no, no,
Simmons
no,
is
no,
a
no.
taller Draymond. Better defensively, in my
No,
opinion. No?
no. I don't want anybody with that type of mentality.
I mean, fighting and bickering stuff aside.
No, no. I'm talking about Ben Simmons. I don't want anybody with that type of mentality anywhere near the organization.
I mean, it's not a preseason until we see him shooting threes, and he was just knocking them down.
I'm just saying, you don't want anybody like that. He's the biggest scammer.
He's a scam artist.
Bro, he's the biggest scammer that I've seen. Like I thought the Haitians had it, but no, Ben Simmons just came in broad daylight and did it. The Haitians at least they gotta hide their scamming. He just brought daylight. I understand what we're saying. We still on the hopes with him, defensive versatility, his passing, but it's just like at the end of the day, I don't want two Draymond Greens out there, a soft Draymond Green, then an over the top Draymond Green. I don't need two of them.
Uh,
They
you
should have
know,
got Cat.
you know who could use Dante DiVincenzo? The Warriors.
Damn, no. We got pods, baby.
Oh yeah,
He's a new
I forgot.
DiVincenzo. We always got a DiVincenzo s
Yeah.
player out
Y'all
there,
always got
man.
a Clay like player on the bench.
Like
I feel you.
somebody out there,
I
bro.
feel
I
you.
don't know. And we bad at developing, but I don't know how we figure out to get these people. I don't know.
Yo, what's up with Clay's number? Can he choose a different number?
What you mean? What number
31.
did he choose?
31.
31.
31. Yeah, he's
What does
like,
that
I want to
even
be like Kobe. I
mean?
want one over Jordan. He said, I want to be one over Curry.
Like, what does that even mean? What is
31, bro.
31?
31. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Was 11
Uh,
taken? Is 11 retired or something?
no, 11 got to be Kyrie.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He can't be 11.
Yeah.
But he could be like 10 or something. Didn't he wear like 10 in college?
No,
Or was he
I don't
11 in
know.
college?
He was always 11, bro. I swear. Let
Well,
me
I need
see.
him to go back
I
so
don't know.
I don't
That
know. That
31 is
31,
crazy.
it looks
But I
ugly,
respect it
bro.
though. I respect it.
It looks ugly. But
I
man,
respect it.
let's end our night on Nepo babies. Now, for those that don't know what Nepo baby, nepotism stands for daddy and son playing together. You know what I'm saying? Now, is this going to be the last Nepo baby in the A? Because there's been Nepo
No.
babies in baseball, there's been Nepo babies in golf, and I feel like those are literally the only two sports where you could have Nepo babies.
No, I honestly you I hear what you're saying, what you're trying to say. You mean like playing together, Nepo babies.
Yeah. No, well,
Nepo
playing
just
at the same
mean
time. Playing at the same
yeah.
time, playing together, it
This
doesn't
is the
matter.
only time it's ever gonna happen in basketball history. I'll tell
That's
you that
that's
for
what
a
I'm
fact.
yeah, so that's what I'm asking.
Yes, this is the only time ever because ain't nobody gonna be in the league. no 20 some odd years and still starting.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They could
Especially
make it.
because
Look on, Udonis Haslam was in there like 19, 20 years. Look at Kevin Love. Kevin Love at year 17. Like the way he
true.
plays, if he had a kid who was in here playing, he could be on the bench shooting threes, grabbing 5 rebounds off the bench, and people would still sit there and be like, you know what, we always need that role.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
could take the vet minimum and still
yeah.
play for that. But ain't nobody making no 50, 60 million a year and having
Nah,
his son there.
yeah,
And
nah,
then you just gotta be good for that long. Ain't too many people who gonna be good for that long
nah,
and still have the will to play this game. So it's like I understand, I see what you're saying with the nepo babies, but this is the only
nah. This
time
is
in
yeah. This is
NBA
gonna be the
history
only
because
instant
it's
in NBA
not.
history of
Yeah, it's
not
not.
happening.
Yeah,
And then on
let
top
me
of
just.
that, LeBron came straight out of high school, so he already
Yeah,
had a head start. You know what I'm saying? I think if Kobe would have had
but
a son, I think Kobe would have did the same thing.
you got to think
I
about
think
it though. No, no, it's also just about the time that you have the kid.
that too.
It don't matter when what if you went to college or not. It's just about the time you had the kid.
Yeah, I mean
LeBron
you
got
had
more years because he started it. Yeah, because like let's say if LeBron did go to college for a year, he would have just been 1 year back
yeah,
because he
and
would have
still
been
had a
one and
kid. Yeah,
done,
yeah, yeah, and
and
still
still would
been
have
in
had
the
the
league
kid
and
and
stuff.
everything. So it still
Yeah,
would have worked. So it
yeah.
don't matter if you go to college or not. It's just about being in the game long enough, having your kid when you first turn 18 or you're 17 or whatever.
You know what I mean?
Having it
You know what I
young
mean? Have him
and
young.
have them young and groom them because like when we think of nepo babies, there's nepo babies all
Yeah,
over this game. We just
yeah.
talked about we just literally got off the topic of Clay Thompson's New Jersey number. Clay is a nepo baby.
He's a
We were
nepo
just
baby.
talking about the Warriors. One of the best
Curry's a
players in this
nepo baby.
generation, Curry is a nepo baby. Like
Yep.
these nepo babies are gonna be here. They're always gonna be here. It's just whether they're gonna actually outlive what their parents did. And the problem with this is his father is LeBron James. He has to get up to that standard, and it's like you'll never meet that standard. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
nah.
Steph Curry
Nobody's.
and Klay Thompson pops. I ain't saying they were bums, but come on. If it wasn't for them, a lot of people wouldn't even know Del Curry's name.
Nah,
You know what I
nah.
mean? You wouldn't even know his pops was in the league.
I forgot Del Curry was even in the league until Steph. To be honest with you,
Exactly. So it's just like at the
I mean,
end of the
I
day,
knew Thompson's dad. Obviously, Michael Thompson.
I
But
honestly I didn't know he was in the league. I didn't even know he had a
really,
pops in the league for a while. Yeah,
yeah,
I knew
man,
Del
you got some
Curry's name
rings too.
before I knew. Yeah, I knew Del Curry's name before I even knew.
Michael Thompson,
Before I even knew. Yeah, I didn't
Clay
know
Thompson. Yeah,
until I heard. Yeah, so it's like, but Nepo babies is gonna be here. We got the new era of Nepo babies. We waiting on Melo's son,
yeah.
Gilbert
We waiting on
Arenas'
Melo's son,
son. We got the
Wade,
twins. Wade.
Dwayne Wade, his son.
Anyway, Zaire. We ain't
You don't
talking
think?
about no Zaire.
Oh, okay.
I know we not. I know
You
we
don't think
not.
you think he gonna make it to the
Anyways,
league?
anyways,
Hey man, you don't think he's?
who got
I
the
think
twins? It's Martin. Is it Kenny Martin? No, Kenny Martin's son's in the
no.
league. It's
Kenyon
somebody.
Martin's son
It's
is
no.
already
Who is
in the
it? It's
league.
somebody who played the same position some whites can do. Damn. Uh, is it
He played power
Boozer? I
forward.
think it's Boozer.
Oh yeah, Boozer does got
He,
twins. They in college right
yeah,
now.
Boozer's. Uh huh.
Yeah,
Waiting on
the
them.
Boozer twins.
It's like, come on, bro. Nepals is gonna be in here. And the worst part, I feel is like, yo, y'all got the advantage over everybody.
Yeah, because you have dads that's actually been there and done that.
Yeah, in there, so you get to talk with people, pick their brains. You get the best of the best, and y'all still getting outworked by
Yeah.
people who just was on the playground.
No,
Do
I
better.
think it's good. I think it's good for Bronny to be able to sit on the bench and see his dad up close and personal. Like
Yeah.
it's different from like sitting courtside with your mom and your brother, watching your dad run up and down,
Hmm.
whatever. It's different. You got the jersey on, so at any given moment,
Yeah.
your number could be cold, and when your number gets cold, you're picking your dad. You're picking his brain on what he sees while he's on the court. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Going in the huddle and your dad telling you this is what you did wrong, and this is
Yeah,
what you should have done. Next time this situation happens, this is how you're gonna maneuver. So I think it's really it's better for him because we always talk about like maybe he shouldn't have been drafted, but I think his development will accelerate because of the fact that he was developed by the Lakers. Drafted by the Lakers, and he gets to play with his dad.
yeah.
He gonna see it every
I'm
day
with you.
in practice. His
Yeah,
dad
I'm
gonna
with you
go
on
at
that
his
one.
chest, man. But let's keep it a buck though. LeBron, you got one over Jordan. This the one. This the one you got over Jordan. Yes, your son made it. Your son made it.
Yeah.
You get a second son make it. You got two over Jordan because Jordan got two sons too. They ain't make
I mean, to be
it.
fair, Jordan would even draft his kids.
Nah,
Bum
yeah, that's
asses.
crazy. That's
I would have
crazy.
drafted them either.
That's
Jeez.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, take us out of here, man.
Yeah. Y'all already know we on the Nepo baby vibes, man. We waiting for y'all to get up out of there. The real ones to pull up. You feel my vibes, but y'all already know the vibes, man. Like, share, sub, and all the above. Your boys are signing out, man. Let everybody know where we at, when we at.